2 of those capsules 3 times a day. What you're going to find is you're going to start eating a little less. Why? Because the body's signaling you that you're reaching a saturation level with these nutrients that you need. So whether we're talking about obesity, whether we're talking about any so-called disease, the body's made up of nutrients, the foundation is in the mineral. If you're not supplementing your diet, you're only waiting to get some kind of disease.
Unlike other coral calcium products, Coral Complex is only made from pure above-sea coral and the only product that contains the EcoSafe logo that guarantees the purity and consistency you'd expect from the world's largest supplier of above-sea coral.
Don't wait to become a patient. Why don't you prevent disease by eating well and at least taking these fossilized stony coral minerals?
Coral Complex is more than just vitamins and minerals. Its complexity and bioavailable makeup of coral calcium and 73 trace minerals exists in a perfect balance with nature, allowing your body to get all the vital nutrients it needs from this one amazing formula. You've seen other products advertised for as much as $29.95, but if you call the 800 number on your screen right now, you can try a 30-day supply of Coral Complex risk-free for the unbelievably low price of just $19.95. That's right, just $19.95.
Coral Complex is safe, it's efficient, and it works. I should know, I wrote the book.
Call now and you'll also receive Dr. James Chappelle's best-selling book as a free gift to you just for ordering. Don't let this incredible offer pass you by. Pick up the phone and order Coral Complex today and start living a happier, healthier life.
Merle, for the people watching this program who might be skeptical and think, well, what he's saying is really too good to be true, how would you answer that?
Well, usually when something's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. But in this case, you know, the people in Okinawa are living longer than anyone else in the world. And when you see that, you got to say, well, why are they living longer? And I think that's how I came about this stuff here. We found out about it. And not only are they living longer, but they're healthy all the way up to the time they die.
Merle, I thank you for being on this program with me. I have one final question.
Okay.
Look at me. Would you lie to me?
Not on your life.
I've got my mother on it who has osteoarthritis and osteoporosis also. And her story is pretty dramatic. She was on a walker, and within 4 weeks of being on the Coral Complex, she is not on the walker. In fact, she even went to her local temple and was dancing at a party for the first time in 5 years. So this stuff is extraordinary.
It's 86 to 87% calcium, but it has all the other antagonistic, synergistic minerals balanced with it. Now, we have a discussion about marine coral or below sea as opposed to above sea fossilized stony coral. And people need to understand the difference. Marine coral is harvested under the sea. Now, you don't have to tell too many people that the ocean is currently contaminated. We know we have lead, we know we have mercury, it's talked about with mercury contaminated fish. We know we have MTBE and other chemicals in the current ocean. So marine coral is harvested under the sea, and they do a dredging and vacuuming. Now, and here's where they're misleading the public as well. We don't destroy the coral reefs, is what they say. Well, they don't directly chop up the coral reefs, most of them don't, but what they do is they do this dredging and vacuuming around the coral reefs, and they create a turbidity that cuts out the light and the oxygen settling on the coral reefs and indirectly kills the coral reefs. So they're not directly killing them, they're indirectly killing them. They're also dredging and vacuuming and pulling up the larvae. All the coral to be is now being destroyed. With fossilized stony coral, it's been out of the ocean for 20,000 years, 50,000 years. The islands in Okinawa are made from fossilized stony coral. Absolute pure mineral. You don't have to heat it. It's not contaminated. The minerals are balanced. It's safe for the environment. So above the sea, fossilized stony coral, you don't have to worry about contaminants, you don't have to worry about heating, you don't have to worry about putting in more magnesium, and you don't have to worry about destroying the reefs. Marine coral, not true.
I'd get up in the morning and everything in my body ached. And making that trip from the bedroom to the bathroom first thing in the morning, it was just like, oh my God. I mean, and now I'm up, I'm awake, I get up, and I'm on with the day.
Clint, tell us, why does Coral Complex work so well?
We began by bringing in a gentleman, his name is Dr. Bob Owen. He's a PhD from UCLA in nutritional science. And he came in and he told us about the need for vitamin D to be in the formula. Vitamin D is important to have calcium be fully absorbed. There are actually 74 minerals in coral calcium. The number 1 is calcium, number 2 magnesium, and then 72 trace minerals. In fact, one of the bigger drugstore chains that we just heard, and I won't mention it here, but over 60% of their calcium sold was coral calcium. And it's only being sold that way. You can sell anybody one thing one time, but to get them to take it the second and the third and the fourth, you better have results.
This past year, I noticed that after walking, a little exertion, just walking, that I'd have to stop. I had a shortness of breath, I had a tightness in my chest, and a slight pain even. And I was quite concerned that maybe my heart was having a problem, or my lungs, because I was having difficulty breathing as well, until I ran into the Coral Complex. And in a very short period of time, and I'm talking about 2 weeks that I've been using this product, that I could now walk quite a ways without any of the symptoms that I used to have. So it was truly amazing as far as I was concerned, because, you know, I'm into this natural medications, et cetera, and this is the first product that I've ever run across, and believe me, I've tried most of them, that really seemed to have an effect, or it did have an effect on me immediately.
I feel like I became 10 years younger because the last 10 years were so hard on me with all my joints. I was in a lot of pain. After a very short time on the Coral Complex, I slept with no pain. I very seldom have pain now.
When we first went to Okinawa to search for our own source of coral, we knew that most of the coral was dredged from the bottom of the ocean. And we had been talking to a lot of scientists in the United States and were informed of the environmental impacts of taking coral from the ocean. And so we wanted to find a way to have the coral for the market without the environmental problems. And so we focused on using only above sea coral. And so this is coral that was pushed out of the ocean millions of years ago. And so now that these are just atolls above the ocean where we take the coral. We never touch the water at all. And so in harvesting it this way, we do not cause any environmental problems, but it worked beautiful from a business standpoint as well, because by taking the coral from above sea, you don't have the pollutants that are in the ocean now. This is coral that was from the oceans when the oceans were pristine.
From the islands of Okinawa comes one of Mother Nature's miracles, Coral Complex. Created from above-sea coral in a proprietary blend of vitamins and minerals, one capsule of Coral Complex contains 600 milligrams of coral minerals that are rich in calcium and 73 trace minerals balanced by nature for maximum bioavailability.
If you take concentrated nutrients, fossilized stony coral, you're going to get all the minerals that you need. Now guess what happens when you take 1 or 2 of those capsules 3 times a day? What you're going to find is you're going to start eating a little less. Why? Because the body's signaling you that you're reaching a saturation level with these nutrients that you need. So whether we're talking about obesity, whether we're talking about any so-called disease, the body's made up of nutrients, the foundation is in the mineral. If you're not supplementing your diet, you're only waiting to get some kind of disease.
Unlike other coral calcium products, Coral Complex is only made from pure above-sea coral and the only product that contains the EcoSafe logo that guarantees the purity and consistency you'd expect from the world's largest supplier of above-sea coral.
Don't wait to become a patient. Why don't you prevent disease by eating well and at least taking these fossilized stony coral minerals?
Coral Complex is more than just vitamins and minerals. Its complexity and bioavailable makeup of coral calcium and 73 trace minerals exists in a perfect balance with nature, allowing your body to get all the vital nutrients it needs from this one amazing formula. You've seen other products advertised for as much as $29.95, but if you call the 800 number on your screen right now, you can try a 30-day supply of Coral Complex risk-free for the unbelievably low price of just $19.95. That's right, just $19.95.
Coral Complex is safe, it's efficient, and it works. I should know, I wrote the book.
Call now and you'll also receive Dr. James Chappelle's best-selling book as a free gift to you just for ordering. Don't let this incredible offer pass you by. Pick up the phone and order Coral Complex today and start living a happier, healthier life.
For many people looking for an all-natural way to live a happier, healthier life, Coral Complex is a very exciting discovery. Coral Complex has helped thousands of people take back control of their lives, and we hope that it can do the same for you.
I would definitely buy it. I mean, this is the pure, I mean, I've tried them all. And I'm one of those people who used to sit up at night watching all the different infomercials, and God knows I've bought almost everything, all the different health products, and this is by far the best that I've ever used, and I feel very confident about the purity of the product, and I don't think I'll ever try another type of this one works, and I'm going to stick with this one.
When I was out surfing, or before I started taking it, I really just didn't have the power. I didn't have the power to keep up. Now, I do. I have the power to keep up, and I'm noticing that I'm paddling circles around the young guys. You know, sorry guys. But I'm getting the waves.
My nails were a lot more brittle, and my hair was drier, and now it doesn't fall out as much. You know, when you're menopausal and my age, those things happen to you. So it's pretty amazing stuff.
I'm truly amazed at the tremendous results that I'm getting from this one product.
If you love your body, give it a try. Put yourself at least for 1 month, preferably 2 months, and you will notice a distinct difference in the quality of your body and of your life.
Not only am I dealing with the stress better, but my body just feels more at peace.
I would say give it a shot. You know, you've got nothing to lose. Try it. If it doesn't work, forget about it. But hey, you know, if it works, you've only enriched your life.
Pick up the phone and find out how you can get your free 30-day supply of Coral Complex today and start living a happier, healthier life.
This has been a paid program brought to you by Coral Incorporated.